Have never been clearer. I see what you're doing to me now. They lie, they steal, they fooled us. Deep down I probably knew this. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? I have waited forever for this one. I have waited forever for this one. This was something I saw like probably 6 months ago, and I'm like, oh, I wonder. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm pulling now. I've been pulling on the side, like y'all know, yeah, auntie. Come on, let's do it for now. So, welcome to the Healing Factor. I am Coach Reverend Melvie, and today's a special day because I have two of my former clients, current clients, and also coaches in their own rights. So the coaches with the coaches, and today I am going to show you who I am through them, through their eyes, and what they've gained by taking my coaching classes. And I just want you to see where they were then and where they are now and how they've grown and how proud I am of both of them because they have showed up and showed out for real. So with that being said, I'm giving the floor to Jasmine. Jasmine, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I am Jasmine Jackson. I am a CBT transformative life coach, that girl, mental health advocate, author, hottie, out of Atlanta. Hello. Out of Atlanta. And I help women find their lane through my business, Goddess Lane Consulting. And, y'all, I started off a mess. Shout out to Cody Bell.
And she came on top. Started from the bottom, and we're now on top. Yeah. All right, then. Okay, we have Ebony on board. What's up, Ebony?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. Tell us about you.
Hey, everybody. My name is Ebony. Okay, where do I even begin? Because I am a woman of many hats.
That's true.
My main job is I'm in the Navy. I've been in the Navy for 9 years. Oh, I'm almost halfway. Praise God. Ain't he good?
Yes, he is.
I've been in the Navy 9 years. It's been an experience. Also just graduated with my bachelor's in legal studies. Thank you. I'm also a notary and a doula and an EMT. That's it.
Running that game. Tell them what's up with that. So, you guys, I have been with these ladies, good Lord, since COVID. Probably, was it before COVID started or
right before?
Right before COVID. Wow. 19? Gosh, yep. Right, yep. So, how can I, what can y'all say about Sarah? Where do we start? What was the name of the group that we were in?
Child, I can't even remember.
I don't
Frozen Ketos.
Oh. Frozen Ketos. She's right.
Ketos. Oh my God. You guys, I started to try to figure out if I can get back in that group. I can't remember the girl. I see her periodically who ran the group. But I was like, I need to get back in there because I had some good clients come up out of there. Let me check out. Wait a minute, look, who needs some help? Y'all need some counseling up in there?
Help.
I'm still in it. I'm still in that group.
Yeah, I'm still in that group too. And I was for a long time, y'all. I was and I had did really good But where I
Mhm.
am now, child, I would probably never do that shit again. I lost a lot of weight and everything, and I did like that. But you know what? It just was not conducive for the type of longevity.
Yeah.
So even though I loved it and I was fine, okay, y'all,
She's working.
fine. Woo! But I don't know. I stayed in the group because they got some good recipes.
Mhm.
Always do me a low carb recipe.
Right.
But you know, I stayed in the group just to stay in the group. But I don't think I go back to keto.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I found
That
the
was a
same.
time. That was a time.
Yeah.
That was a time. Oh, ooh, shit! I got too fine. That's why I had to get some coaching. I got too fine. We'll talk about that, I'm sure. I got too fine. But yep,
So,
frozen keto.
so can you talk about, either one of you can go first. Talk about where you feel like you were at that time when we were in that group together, and
Mm.
then yeah, where you were at that time, because right before, this is how we all met, and this is where I started your coaching sessions at from that point forward, because you were, she referred you all to me in the group because she put it out there. So share about, you don't have to go into a whole deep if you don't want to, it's up to you, but just share about, some things where you were in that space at that time.
Jasmine.
Why do I always gotta go first? Why do I know? I just know. I think that in that space, I was really trying to come up for air, you know,
Mhm.
really trying to do some different things, really recognizing like I need to do some different things. Like I will always tell anybody that I was always the person who was getting life coaching, but I really didn't allow Mel to talk. I just talked the whole fucking session, the whole session. I would just start talking from the time it was time to go to the end. By the end of it, Mel would be like, "What did you need me for? I needed to see you. I needed to see you. Needed some unbiased listening." Um, I
Mhm.
was child. I had me a little side boyfriend. I was just doing a lot. I was doing a lot, and I was trying to figure out why I was doing a lot and was getting so little. So I I knew I needed to do something different, and so when Candace offered it, I was like, let me see what she talking about, because I knew I needed to do something, and I think in 2019 I wasn't really making the most money that I could have been making. I was still in a job. I was teaching at a private school,
Mhm.
and hell, the person I was working with was my boo thing. So it was a little toxic. Um, and it was just very
Yeah.
chaotic, and I was like at the end of the toxicness, trying to get out of it. I was like, I'm done
Mhm.
with this. I'm tired of this. Let me exhaust every avenue to start healing. And I met crazy ass Melvinia for y'all.
Oh Lord Jesus, she called her crazy.
We all crazy, but it ended up being the best thing that I could have ever done in that state of mind.
Mhm.
Good deal. Okay, Eb, your time.
Child, I was drowning. I was drowning. I was going through a lot with my now ex-husband. Thank God for divorce. But
Amen. Amen. Amen.
amen and amen. Won't he do it? Yeah, I was going through a lot with my ex, and I was getting ready to go back up. Well, I had just got back on sea duty, and I already knew off rip I was going to be going on deployment. And I seen Auntie in the group. I was getting ready. Here's the thing: I was getting ready to try to start keto, but I could never get a good start. But I was in the group, and I saw her, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and do it because I really feel like I need to, like Jasmine said, like I need to do something. Like there has to be something more than where I'm at right now. So I hit her up, and then it's just been peaches and cream ever since.
Yep.
So let me see. What's my next question?
A lot of mercy.
Hold on. Now she don't got the questions already
Right.
in the.
Look, right. So, okay, from then and now, what can you say that you got them? What can you say about the class itself, the whole sessions themselves when you took the classes? What can you part? What can you share with people about the class itself? So they'll know what you guys went through, what you dealt with.
I would say I learned a lot of self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't used to do a lot of self-reflection. I used to do it. I mean, I was never really one of those that played the victim, but I definitely was like, if you do me wrong, I'm going to do you back wrong type situation. So I learned a lot of like, okay, first of all, look at you. Just like not take on blame, but take on more responsibility for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard. It was hard, child, because I used to just be like, how the hell do I need to take responsibility for anything dealing with any of this nonsense that's going on in my life? And I'm the one who's not being done wrong. But that was probably the biggest thing. A lot of self-reflection and a lot of like owning things that I didn't know that I should have been owning, like mentally and emotionally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that. So, like I said, I talked the whole time. So mine was not self-awareness, because I think I was aware of self, but I think that the biggest thing was stop that. Sorry, I got a child. My I think the biggest thing for me was
What, huh?
sorry, my nephew came in here. He looking for his football.
Oh, I guess it was.
Be quiet.
I know. He's like, but I'm looking for my football. He's pleading his case. I'm just looking at him like,
Yeah,
as
like
soon
he
as
do
I
not
started
care.
talking, he don't care.
You know.
It's okay. Get your ball, nephew. Get your ball.
Don't get your ball.
All right, get out now. I'm live. Thank you. The dog loves you as well. We love you. We love you.
Child, he don't care about none of that.
Mm-mm.
These kids do not be caring.
They don't.
Just selfish.
Okay. So I learned that I had a lot of self-awareness, but I did have a lot of, I feel like what you said, Ebony, like why do I have to like take on the responsibility when people are doing things to me?
Mm-hmm.
I learned a little bit about forgiveness, self-awareness, and being able to um manage my thought process too.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the time, Mel wasn't getting in no good word until like after I done cried a little bit, because I had to, Mel, just sit here and shut up, okay? Let me tell you everything that has happened to me this week, okay? Because I'm about to shoot some shit up.
Period. I know the feeling.
And she was like, no, I don't think we're gonna shoot some shit up, Jeff. I was like, yes, I've had enough.
This is so funny.
I think that like,
And I know why
you
you're
know,
laughing, Ebony.
because it was rough. But I will say, like, if you get into any coaching with Mel, you're gonna have homework.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do things that you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna text you in the middle of the week. Did you do it yet?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have to do the hard work. And if you miss a call or think you're gonna miss a call, my girl will call you herself.
Absolutely will.
I Hey, Auntie, I'm getting on now.
Mm-hmm.
There was no avoidance. There was head-on conflict. Face your conflict. Face your conflict. You can cry about it. Like Mel will let you cry about it. You could curse about it. You could diddy bop about it. But at the
Fact.
end, but at the end,
Mm-hmm.
she gonna be like, so what? After all that you did, what did you learn?
That's exactly what she
So
do.
me. It's so me. Ah, you just go back to crying. So yeah, after you act a damn fool, she let you act a donkey, and then she be pulling it back
She
in.
sure will.
So what did you learn? Ah,
Mm-hmm.
you cry again. I done figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it was me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she let me have my moment for like weeks on end.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whew. That one. Both of y'all was headstrong, first of all. That's all I got to say. Cause it on both ends. It's like, man, it's like, okay. I'm gonna do the homework, Auntie. I'm gonna both of y'all. Auntie. Okay, Auntie. I'm gonna do the homework. Next week, come on. You know what, Auntie? See what had happened was, I'm like, oh Lord. And then don't let her oh God, the meltdowns, Jesus.
I had one every week.
This one, yeah, you did too. But Ebony, oh my God. It
Oh,
was even
now wait a
harder.
minute now.
Nah, Ebony, we was one in the same friend.
It's okay, friend.
I
Honey.
was smack dab in two different relationships. I was complaining about two different relationships. Well, Jasmine, because he said he did this. Jasmine, I changed my life. I changed my life. I changed my life. But at that time, I don't know how she was life coaching me, child.
It wasn't easy, trust me.
You
I had somebody on the what you call that ocean? What's that ocean you was on? That last one?
Me?
Yeah.
I was in the Red Sea.
She was in it. Yeah, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to think about Moses at some time, some points, because that child, she should have, Jesus. That was not, that was Ebony. She was going off left on everybody. I couldn't even, I was like, and I was just, the Tasmanian.
Listen, in my defense, the Eisenhower will do that to you.
Not to mention the fact that, that ship was not helping any of the issues. Because the funny thing about it was, now the first session, the first time, I was with her, two of her things on the sea.
Both of my deployments. Mm-hmm.
So the first one, it was my first time, okay, this is what you're gonna do. I'm just like, oh, okay, we made it through that one. She's back. Okay, second one. Oh shit. I told
The second one.
I was like, before we even got to the ship, matter of fact, she was in the hotel.
I was.
I knew what was about to happen. I knew without even knowing exactly what was going to happen. I knew within her what was about to take place. Yep, this is what you're going to go through.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you're going to need. I'm telling you, this is about to happen. Okay, Auntie, I hear you. I got my journal and I got everything. Did that have to write that journal barely? When she did, it was always because it was at the 9th hour and hell was break. Oh shit! I didn't put my damn.
I support that because she did it still.
She wrote up a whole dissertation, probably two. But she did the work. But I warned her. I said, "This is what you're about to go through." And was I wrong or right?
You was right. So I just remember you just was like, "This deployment is about you," and I was like, "Nobody wants to do this. This is stupid." I hate it here. I hate this shit.
So I would have to literally back off her. Like she would be so mad. I would get it. I didn't even have nothing to do with it. She was nutting up on me. And I want to talk to nobody. Can't stand it. Oh, see, so I got to the point where I was like, at the same time, I was trying to monitor her overseas, which was really hard because our communication wasn't that good because she was, of course, in the middle of BFE.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to keep on her. I'm also coaching her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to the point where I couldn't even connect with her. I was like, Essie, how your mama doing? She okay? Okay, that's all I need to know. I just wait till she get back. That last little couple months, I'm gonna leave her alone.
Now wait, because the last couple months I was, I was doing way better. It was that first few months.
I didn't mess with you though. You notice I stayed with Essie. I was like, how mama doing? Okay.
But you know what? To be honest with you, at that point, with everything that was going on with her, I was more than happy, and I was not. I wanted full concentration on her because I couldn't be there to help her.
And that's why I was like, you had a lot going on. So I literally, and I'm not saying this. You know, we joking about it. You know, and I'm teasing her, but at the same time, me knowing the whole circumference of everything that was going on with her at that one time, and she's all the way in the middle of the Red Sea. I knew where all these emotions were coming from. Not only the fact, so she really didn't even have the time to put on her own oxygen mask most of the time because, you know, when you can't do something about something you need to be there for, it's hard to even concentrate on you. Sometimes I'd rather sink and drown and then I'll take care of me later, but that's just a mother. So trust me, I did get it. I got it. So when she got back to the States, I could feel it once I talked. I said, okay, she's on level ground now because she's back. So I knew
I'm on level ground.
I knew that once she got her feet back in American soil, she was able to touch her kids, deal with situations that she wasn't able to. So I was good with that. That's why I really didn't. And then she called me and she said, Auntie, okay, let's get back. And I just need a reflection. I'm good. And I saw that she was okay. So now she just checks in periodically. Auntie, I need to do this. Okay, Auntie, every blue moon I get a check-in. Both of y'all, you know, I never know when it's gonna happen. So yeah, but it's a good thing. I think that's kind of cool when you have a coach that your client comes back to you just for a refresher or something, just to bounce information off of or talk to, just to hear your, just so you can hear your own voice, and they're just to help you, figure it all out. So I love that, you guys. So tell me two things. What was your favorite assignment and what was your least favorite assignment?
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even remember my assignment.
I will say
a lot.
My favorite, my favorite but least favorite one was the first one. It was what's it called?
Who am I?
Who am I? That was like my favorite but least favorite all at the same time.
Oh, wow. Why?
So it was my least favorite in the beginning because what was crazy was when you told me to do that assignment, right? I was like, oh, this is easy. I used to actually write like a lot. I used to write poetry. I actually used to write stories, all that other stuff. And I used to journal a lot when I was younger, but I just stopped. So I was like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like writing, and as I'm going, I'm like subconsciously writing stuff, and stuff is just coming out, and I'm like, as time is going on, and I'm doing it in the car. So, for whatever reason, while I was going through my mess, I was like, my car was my favorite place. I don't know if you remember, Auntie.
I do. That's where we started. That's where we started
was in the car. So I'm like writing, and then the more I'm writing, the more these feelings are coming up, and I don't like these feelings. And I'm getting all these emotions all at once. I'm getting mad. I'm getting sad. I'm getting, at one point I felt numb. Then I was getting frustrated because I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing this for now. And I remember, like, I never told you this, but I threw my notebook.
I'm pretty sure you
did. I threw it. I was like, get this shit out of here. I like really felt like a real like Bonnie Fairfax moment come in. Rest in peace. But I was just like, get this shit out of here. Like, it is what it is at this point. Like, and then I felt bad. I was like, oh, I'm such a fucked up individual, bro. Like, But then I felt guilty for feeling that way because I'm like, nah, motherfucker, your parents raised you right. Like, it was just a lot of things. But later, when I went back and looked at it, I'm like, this probably was the most legit assignment that we had. It was something that I like really needed. And at the time, that's probably why it pissed me off so bad, because it was something I needed. And when you need things, that's when you would just be like, but I needed it really bad, because we all grow up thinking we know exactly who we are. But I don't think that until you can, humans are visual, period. You know what I mean? We're visual creatures. So until you can see it on paper, sometimes you just look back and you're like, I really did not realize. Like, you may have even known in your head, but the realization doesn't really pop in your head and like occur to you until after you've written all this stuff down. Like, and I was like, dang, like when I look back now, I'm really just like, I'm popping.
That's
So
I think I saw that assignment, because I find that even as a coach now, like I find that when you ask people who they are, they'll tell you all of the things that they think of themselves, and most of the time what they tell you is, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I do this for a job, and then that, like that's the end of it. And so like I kind of stole that, because it's like I always tell people, like I said, I coach a lot of women, so I was like, I always tell women to like tell me who they are, and then when they tell me who they are, I'll be like, you just gave me the most bare minimum depiction of who you are. And I think that when we did the who am I, it did make you like really dig into all of the different things that you yourself by yourself have done, or need to do. Who do I need to forgive? Who am I not talking to? Why am I not talking to these people? What let me relive why I'm not, because that's why you just get mad, friend, because you started thinking about shit you wasn't supposed to be thinking about. And then when you started thinking about it, you was like, what is happening here?
Yes.
You get mad, because then at the end of it, you figure out that a lot of the things that you accept and the things that you do is really sometimes really based on you and your choices.
Yeah. And your choices.
And not understanding who you are, or not honoring who you are, because you're trying to fit in so many different boxes. I don't think I had any. I didn't want to do no homework. So if you were I was like, I don't have time for this. I don't want to do none of this fucking homework. So
I'm through.
And then she turned around and go, Auntie, I'm gonna need you to give me something. What the hell?
What?
You did. You did.
I know, but friend, it's working a little bit, so send me something.
Can't stand you. I cannot.
There's so many times she was like, it's that Capricorn in you. I mean, she in there a little bit.
Ooh, I saw it every time. I'll be like, I understand this. I know this by heart, right?
She's like, friend, this is your session. It's not my session.
Right.
Oh, I'm the crazy. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is about us. Okay.
This is me and you. This is us. What you talking about? She's like, it's not me. It's you, friend.
No, ma'am. It's us. See, that's what I would have did. No, ma'am. This is about us. This is a us thing.
You're in this relationship, okay?
Right. We are together.
Right.
And she was
okay.
She was like, actually, no, we're not. I'm your coach. Do what I say. You steady doing what you want to do. Oh, I got a lot of them. You steady doing what you want to do.
I did too.
And then you wonder why you still mad.
I did too. I got a whole lot of those. And sometimes I still do what I want to do. I don't give a damn.
That's why I started listening a little bit more, friend. That's a little bit.
Me too, friend. But that's why I said only sometimes. Sometimes I still do what I want to do. But
she come back
most
around.
of the time. Yeah, see, I'm better. I'm a better woman now.
Like I said, that next, that last ship run was a rough one. Look, I wasn't even on the waters. I wasn't even out there on the sea. I didn't even get to sit damn sea. I want to be on that sea. I said, I just need you to take a picture of the video. I want to see a plane land on the daggone thing and take off. That's all I wanted to see. I'm like, she's stressed out. Go look at the plane take off or something. That's what I tell her. I used to tell her, go look at the plane take off or do something. She was like, oh, okay.
I was not gonna get caught dead on that flight deck.
She hated it.
I hate that flight deck. Do you know what my man had to do to get me up there?
I was trying to live vicariously through her. Look, get her mind off of something. She's like, no. If I said
no,
I said, take a video. I want to see, girl. No, I couldn't get it. I just, that did not happen, but it's okay.
I did eventually take a video. Actually, I'll send it to you.
Oh, yay.
It was at the end of deployment, but I forgot all about it because I hated up there. So,
hey, Terry. I see Terry. She said, hey, Melvina. Terry is another one of my people I work with. I used to work with at work. I need to get her on here because that would be funny. Because let me tell you the story, interrupting you guys. This was like an impromptu client of mine. I worked at a nursing skilled place. And Terry's going to laugh at this. So she dealt with some, issues. I'm not going to say what they are because I want her to be the one to tell them. I'm going to get you on here one day. Terry said, don't be playing that. She's going to chime off, but I'm still going to tell a story. So what happened was we were in there and she was having like an anxiety episode. So look, my boss was so strict on me. Let me tell you how it went. I had to sit at the desk. I couldn't go nowhere. I always did though, because I was like y'all. I didn't listen. I was supposed to sit there. People come to the door. I greet them. I was supposed to answer the phone and do anything. I just couldn't go nowhere. Something happened. I'm up away from the desk. I done ran off and started helping somebody else. You thought I was a CNA. So Terry had an episode. Terry said, I can't breathe. I can't. Okay. Stop. Come on. Yeah, come on. And this is what I do at work too. This is the funny part about this. I do this at work. I'll be like, come on, go to HR. Because our HR person is in another, office in another space. So her office is pretty much empty. So when people, ma'am, go to HR. Go to HR. And I close the door. Let them have their moment. So this is what I did with her. I said, and I'm right here by the exit door, entrance door. So I said, go outside. Go outside right now. And I told her right this moment, she was really having a moment. And I just went with it. I'm like, get quiet. We had this really pretty trees in the front. They have those little white buds and they shed and they're just so beautiful. I can't remember the name of them. I told her, I said, close your eyes. And we were under the tree. Close your eyes. And I said, listen. And I told her to breathe. The whole breathing process. I said, breathe. Once she did that, I said, listen. What do you hear? And after 5 minutes, it was gone. Yeah. So I literally had to take her through some things like that and show her how to ground in the shower when she was at home. It was a lot of situations where like that. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was trying to bring that in because of some of the things that we've gone through, that I've gone through with you all into your own situations, So it was like, yeah, this is real. This is truly real. Even though I tease you, Ebony, I tease you so much, but I love you because you overcame so much too. Jazz, you came through so much. You had a lot of the answers, but you were trying to figure out, well, damn, do I really have to do it? Can you just I'm just saying. I feel it though. Why the hell I got to do something? Shit.
That's I'm tired of doing stuff. I do everything. I do everything. I now have to take the responsibility to fix me. Too.
Right. I didn't break me. Why do I have to fix me?
I didn't do it. And you know what? Whoever did it, I'm finna shoot them.
Period.
I always got a finger gun and it's cocked, okay?
Pow, pow.
Pow.
But I just be ready to push people down the steps. That's how I be saying. Like, because I do, especially when I was on the boat, because that ladder well is steep. A lot of injuries happen on the boat. You know what I mean?
See, you play too much. I ain't got time.
I just be like, I used to tell people that in their face, like, if you don't leave me alone, I swear to God, I'm gonna push you down the steps. Try me. Just try me. Nobody ever tried it though. Sad story.
I'm glad because you Sit down.
I can't helicopter over to the Red Sea. I'm just saying, you know,
The
I
truth.
Well,
can't. I just have to meet you when you come back over there to, you know, Brig. I just, you know, hopefully that.
child, they weren't gonna take me to no brig. Worst I would have got was mass. Cake work.
Well, sounds like she's saying kick someone down the stairs.
Uh-huh. See what
Every
happened?
once in a while.
Both
Every
of
once
y'all
in a
had
while.
me on 10. Both of y'all.
I
But I was
know.
ready. I was ready because it gave me a thick skin. I'm like, well, if I can get through this, I can get through anything.
You was a strong lady.
We ain't even that big.
I don't think we that bad either, but you know,
Not
kudos to
now.
you. Kudos to you for being such a strong woman. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, because it's been 5 years. I think I'm a brand new. I'm a whole different person
Yeah.
It has been 5. Has it been 5 years?
since 2019, 2013.
Is that
Dang.
5 years?
We've been rolling since that. Oh my
It really
God.
has been like almost 5 years for real. Daggone.
Wow. Okay, so I guess my next question is, what can you say about yourself? Where are you now? Where are you now from where you were then? What's going on with you now?
Ebony.
I know what I'm saying. I was gonna say I'll take the lead, but dang.
Mhm.
Well, now I am definitely more at peace. I'm more at peace, and spiritually and mentally, I am in a clearer space. You know, like I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I could finally breathe for the first time May of 2021.
I would agree.
May of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And it was what's crazy is it was probably about a week, 2 weeks before I met Chris that I felt like that. And after I met him, I felt like I could take big gaps of air. Like,
Good.
you know, it was really refreshing because I finally got to a point where I mean, I always was okay with like being by myself. Hell, I wanted to be by myself. I didn't want to be with nobody. I didn't want nobody. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. I didn't want nobody. But, you know, he came along and it's been up and stuck ever since.
Oh, sorry. So what can you tell everyone on end of that?
Mhm.
What your take is and why you would recommend my teaching skills or my coaching or counseling.
I would tell them. So before I even say this, just know that I have referred other people to her because one thing about Auntie is and she'll tell you like from the jump, like, I'm not like other coaches. We're not going to do stuff by the book. I'm going to meet you where you are, which a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people, if you go see a coach or if you see a therapist or anybody that's in this type of field, they have like this structured guideline of how they want the sessions to go, whatever. But it was definitely not like that. And I could appreciate that freedom. You know what I mean? Like there's freedom in being able to fully let go and fully be able to like be yourself or even like discover yourself. You know what I mean? So the way that I would even say you're more of a teacher. Like you teach. You know what I mean? And it is, even though it is more like as we go and you meet us, you meet us and you walk us along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have a very like nice teaching approach. You kind of do it like you kind of walk with us in life because some stuff, there's been times where I have called this woman right in the middle of when I was going through my situation with my mom. Do you remember that? That was right before deployment. And I was losing my mind. I was like, are you at work? And I knew she was at work. But you got to be, courteous and ask. And I just was like, I was sending her voicemail, like voice messages on the Facebook, and I'm just going back to back to back, and I'm crying and I'm yelling and I'm screaming. And I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But she walked with me through that, and it's not a lot of people that will do that. Not even like your friends and family, you know what I mean? But let alone a coach or somebody that's in any type of mental health, spiritual health field.
Mhm.
So that is why I always like send people to her. Like I have she don't even know how many people I've referred to her. She might have another one coming shortly, as a matter of fact. But we'll talk about that on the back end.
Okay.
Yeah, I refer people all the time because it was definitely a realistic approach, if that makes sense.
Mhm. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt that from my own personal experience and everything that I had been through, that by the book procedure did not work at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't. It was so impersonal, and the only thing they wanted to do is, well, can we prescribe some drugs? Well, no damn.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's wrong with you? I don't need any drugs. Leave me alone. That's not helping me. That's just
Right.
masking it. I don't need to
Mm-hmm.
be drugged out so you can tell me something and program me with more nonsense that I can't even think clear.
Mm-hmm.
So in my heart of hearts, I'm like, no, I want to come from the heart because I want to feel their heart. And I
Mm-hmm.
understand where they're coming from, even though we haven't walked the same path. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
it was about being real so they can be real. You guys needed to know that I cared, and I needed you to know my story so you could
Right.
be who you needed to be. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said, if you need to scream, cuss, shout, whatever, do it.
Man, she really
Because,
does say that.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and Jasmine, what can you say? What are your words?
Um,
Let me turn this light on. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna get up while I'm
I couldn't see, child.
Excuse me.
Everything was getting. Wait a minute, I was doing. I was.
Mind you, my nephew came in here and asked for his football and interrupted me.
Yeah.
Yes,
She thinks she grown, friend. She thinks she grown.
she's grown.
It's
I'm
so hard
tired of
raising her.
it.
Like, I'm so
Like,
tired of raising
sit
her and my
down.
parents. I'm so tired.
You knew you needed that damn light before this started now. Y'all, she our life coach, but we done transformed. We her kids at this point. Step
Fact,
down
fact.
somewhere.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've been from. I've Matter of fact, Ebony. I think probably the first day we had her session, she was in the car talking. Auntie, and such and such.
I
You
think
know
we
what?
both was on there. I was like, "You my auntie girl." This
That's first day.
Mm-hmm.
look, my
This is how
childhood
you feel.
traumas. My childhood traumas made me make older women my family members if they got some wisdom. You're my aunt.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
called
it.
childhood trauma, and I'm gonna heal it the way that I need to. Mind
Yeah.
your business.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say now I'm very clear. I'm very I'm very in the know of who I am, what I want. I'm no longer a teacher. I realize that my purpose is to teach individuals in a different uh environment. I'm not a school teacher. I am a life teacher. I am a purpose teacher. I am a redirect your thought teacher. I will honestly say that I always say, because I'm in school to be, I'm getting my master's of science for mental health counseling, and I'm going to be a family and marriage therapist. And I am in these classes, just like y'all said, and I call myself a colorful clinician because I'm gonna drop an F bomb. Y'all gonna have to deal with it.
As you should.
Um,
It's
mhm,
more realistic.
mhm. Because I find that I've always been a colorful person. Even when I was in school for journalism, I used to always get in trouble because they used to be like, "Your writing is so colorful." That was how they said black
Yeah.
in
Mm.
college. You're very
Yep.
colorful. And they used to always say, well, you need to dumb down your writing because people who read the news can't read. Usually they're illiterate. So I've always been told to like dumb myself down or stop being so colorful. And so after I had kind of gotten through my own coaching and kind of changed my path, because I have had, when I say I have a completely different career, completely different goals, completely different type of relationship status, like everything that has happened from 2019 when I was 29 to now where I'm 33 is completely different. I would 100% agree that I am the type of clinician that I am because of the type of clinician that you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you had not met me in if you had not met me and was all right with being just as ghetto as I was in the moment, then it would
Mm-hmm.
not have worked. If I would have came and I was like, a bitch is having a day, and if you didn't say, well, tell a bitch, tell a bitch, then it would not have worked. It just wouldn't have worked. Especially then. Maybe now I can go a little bit by the book, but I feel like even when I'm in these classes and I'm doing my practicum and I am doing mock therapy,
Mm-hmm.
I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy
Mm-hmm.
it because I want to be authentically myself. And when you're in school, they want you to get the book by book stuff
Yep.
how they want it. And
Mm-hmm.
so even now, like even with the retreat, I decided to do the retreat because I got into counseling thinking like, okay, I could open up my financial capacity to take on insurance, right? And so when I started going to going to do therapy, I was like, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be a real hands-on teaching person, and you can't do that in therapy. In therapy, you're supposed to go, and how do you feel about and that's not me. This me. So why you
She
did that?
ain't lying, bro. She is not lying.
This me. So why you did that, friend? Because it didn't work the first time. It didn't work the second
Right.
time. You on the third time doing it. I'm just trying to ask you
Right.
why are you doing that? Because that shit didn't work the first two times.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Hello?
my famous question? My famous question was always like, so how does work?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
So did that? How that go?
How'd that go? How'd that work out for you?
And it did not. And I think like that is what separates you from different coaches and just being a sounding board. You are open enough to say whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
also have your boundaries to put us back in our place. Um, Another thing is you also understand that people are not talking to you.
To you. Yeah. Agreed.
You understand that we are talking at you. See, a lot of times people think that you're like when I get angry, which is why Mel was good. It's like because when I get angry and I really want to talk about it, I need to have a conversation with somebody who understands that I'm not talking to you. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
yelling at you. I'm yelling
Right.
at you, but I ain't yelling at you. I'm
Right.
really just being able to say exactly how I feel. Sometimes when you're talking to other people or friends and things, they be like, it was me, or they get offensive or they get defensive. And you like, this has nothing to do with your bald head ass. This has nothing to do with you.
I'm literally just venting. Let me
I
get this shit
really
out.
let me just help you gather your edges because you so far in your
Right.
feelings about what I'm saying about my life and my decisions.
Right.
And Mel never had that issue. If I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna go on the roof and I'm finna smoke a blunt, and she was like, well, after you smoke that blunt, come in there and write in the journal.
Yep.
After you do that, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
do a little bit of journaling because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the blunt gonna get you to the other side of this picture, friend. I don't know if it's gonna get you there. It's gonna calm you so you can set your ass down, but I don't
Yep.
know. I don't know if it's gonna get you to where you're trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that
100%.
you offer an experience that allows people to be at the pits of the pits of the pits, and by
Mm-hmm.
the end of the call, be completely cleared of the weight on their chest.
Yep. Freedom. It's the freedom in it, I feel. It's liberating. Because a lot of people that are going through stuff, like especially like what I was going through, I don't know how anybody else feels or felt in their situation, but I know there's times where like I would feel so trapped. I just felt trapped, and I'm like, there. I've never ever been one to just settle. So that on top of that, on top of feeling trapped, would piss me off, and then I'm going through all these emotions. I'm like, I can't. I don't like feeling trapped. And a lot of times, if you're feeling trapped and you go and you talk to somebody, and they, like Jazz said, like they getting all offended and stuff like that, and then I'm looking at you like, oh, so now I'm gonna cuss you out because I wasn't talking to you. Like
Mhm, mhm,
now I'm on the defense. Like I'm now on 100 because you're somebody that I thought that I could talk to just to let it out, but you're not. So,
mhm.
you know, and I totally agree. Like the freedom to be able to be and say literally anything and everything
Mhm. Yeah,
is something liberating in that.
that feels good to hear. So I know I'm on the right track with y'all. So if you guys had any parting words that you want to share with the viewers, what would you want to let them know?
Jasmine.
Um, there will be cycles in your life where you're just gonna get shit, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it all depends on how you respond to shit being thrown at you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Shit stinks. Shit gets stuck. Shit
Facts.
don't work.
Facts.
Shit be happening.
It do.
And you have to like navigate through it. And the only way to navigate through it is to go through it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like people try to go over it. What they say, can't go over it, can't go
Yeah.
around it. You
You
got to
Mhm,
gotta
go
go
through it.
through it.
You got to
mhm,
go through it. And, if you choose a life coach like Mel, let her out. If you choose a life coach like Mel, be sure to show up present
Mm-hmm.
and stay present and fight through whatever it is that you're fighting through. Because no matter what you bring Mel, she gonna slap your ass across the face with something else.
Absolutely.
Period.
Some shit you won't even thinking.
Some shit you wasn't
It's
even
some
thinking.
shit you need to be thinking, but
It
you
should
ain't
be.
thinking it.
And it's from a loving,
Mm-hmm.
warm place.
Mm-hmm.
I've never felt judged, and I could have 17 boyfriends. I've never felt, what I'm saying? I've never felt ridiculed, judged. Um, and that I am a clinician, and I know how people walk into their sessions and they're not comfortable and they're not ready to disclose. But I feel like people like us, people naturally want to spill the beans to us.
This is facts.
They naturally want to spill the beans to us. And it's because we're not afraid to say the F word
Mm-hmm. Or the S word.
or the S word,
Or the A word.
any
mhm.
of the words.
All the words. This the colorful words.
Colorful words.
The colorful words.
Mhm,
Because
mhm,
I'm a colorful clinician. And
Mm-hmm.
um, but I think like that is why people are okay with just spilling the beans, just really being comfortable with saying what they need to say, is because you offer a space that no other people are offering. I feel like, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody loves to rave about Ayanla Van Zant, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yes, she does a very good job, but she's fucking aggressive. And she
She
does a lot
is.
of stuff that would make me want to throw hands. And sometimes that works for people. Like, I'm like, for example, I'm a person who likes to go to the gym. You can give me the workout, but if you think you're gonna walk around and yell at me and talk me through the workout, I don't like that shit. Don't talk me through the workout. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
that type of support.
mhm,
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what kind of support Ayanla is. And people like that support. Now, if you need that support from me, I will give you that support, but it still won't be the same. I'm not going to try to make you do something. Like I'm going to bring you the idea. I'm going to stick with you through it, but I don't like, so Ayanla wouldn't be my life coach. That would, she would make me uncomfortable, and not uncomfortable in the way in which I want to grow. She would make me not want to continue the growth situation because it's too much. It's getting too much. Mel is not like that. Mel and that's what's so crazy, because I always felt like, damn it, you better do this assignment. That's why Ebony was doing it at the last minute. I don't care what we say. I don't care if she said, I don't care if she gave me something. I ain't doing it. She's like, oh, okay. And right before that session, because I better had did it. So
for real,
you're gonna get the accountability, but it's just in a way that is like, let me do what my auntie said. That's
literally.
She became an auntie because it was like, girl, if you don't do it, you know you're gonna get a whooping. You might as well do it. Do it. Because if you come to this session and you ain't did your homework, she know you didn't do your homework. She's going to eventually ask you about the experience of the homework, and you're not gonna lie about it. I don't have the capacity to lie. I am distraught. I didn't do that shit. That's what happens. And
it's a battle.
And then she's gonna say, what you want to do? You get a real experience. You get a real experience, and you get a non-judgmental zone. You get support, but you also get a side eye every now and again. You may get popped in the forehead.
You might. You just might.
Deserve it. And you're gonna deserve it.
You are. It's true. I mean, at first you're gonna be like, "Oh, I can't believe she said that, or she did that to me." But then you look back and you're like, "But for real, I did that."
You know why she responded that way? Because you said, "Do this." She was like, "Little Boosie, calm down, little Boosie, sit." Sit down, little Boosie. And I was like, let me sit down.
Yeah, let me have a lot of seats.
Because I'm acting crazy. Okay. Okay, well, I don't want to continue to be crazy, because I'm talking about how everybody else is crazy to me, and now I'm crazy to her, and all she's trying to do is help me get my crazy together. Let me go and do my homework.
I think that the fact that I didn't yell at you guys so much, so when you had your moments and you're like, I'm not doing it. Okay.
That would be the worst though, when she be like, "Oh, okay."
She respond negatively. She ain't even
like, you not even gonna. First of all, don't do this reverse psychiatry on me. Okay, come on, okay, because we know it's not okay. I got you. I'm ahead of you. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
You know what? Because that's the real thing. Her silence is golden. If she quiet, she's in trouble.
Oh, God knows I got quiet a lot. Whew. I did do some quiet. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And she would have them times where she go, okay. Okay. And I'm like, are you even listening?
She's like, I heard everything you said.
She's like, I heard you. I'm like, first of all,
hold on. But you didn't do what you were supposed to do last week, so I don't really know.
And then you really want to be like, but we not talking about that. We talking about this right now.
No, and I always had to take a U-turn. We're gonna make that. We're gonna bust that U in a minute. But go ahead on.
You know what I didn't like? I know what assignment I didn't like. My strength, my weaknesses, my non-negotiable.
I like that assignment.
You about that too. I was like, oh my God.
No.
I like that assignment.
No, I didn't like that assignment because I had several niggas and I didn't have no damn boundaries. I didn't know my non-negotiables. Hell, I was like, it's not my non-negotiables if you ain't sending me no damn money on Tuesday, but won't who the cat?
Girl, my non-negotiables was, at first they was kind of hell, but then I was just like, Some of these is just traumatic, non-negotiable. So let me.
That's why I didn't like
Try to
it.
dip them down a
Ew,
little bit more.
you want me to? You want me
Mm.
to? Oh God!
It was the standards worksheet. The standards worksheet.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't got no damn standards. Oh my
Child,
God!
she
my
gave me
God!
that homework, and I was like, "Oh, I'm finna kill this."
I was like, I got standards. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't got no standards. You ain't got no boundaries.
Here, you just out here.
You barely got rules. Shit, you barely got edges. I'm surprised you still got a little bit of edge on the left side of your head. You got alopecia at life. I was.
I had all the answers. She
I
gave
had
me
all
that. I
the
said,
answers for
"Oh,
the sandals. Oh,
girl," I said, "Oh, hold my beer. Watch this." Hmm,
And
so did.
everything came back to her as soon as she got on that ship and hit that seat. Oh yeah, that's what she wanted me to
and
do.
you know what? The standards activity was one of them activities that I had to be told to do like twice. Did you do it? No.
Mm-mm.
Well, we'll have your session when you do it. No, no, please, please. I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna do it real
Not real quick.
quick. You
Still
can't do
asking
it
me
real
for
quick.
assignments too, though. She ain't finished the one she got, but she still asking me for more assignments.
Send the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Send the other one. You didn't do this one. We're not talking about it.
Yeah, we're talking about present. Let's not bring up the past, please and
Right,
thank you.
all the time. I'm like, okay.
We're moving forward in life.
Mhm. But you guys
That's
have
it.
become so much better because of all of the assignments that I gave you,
Girl.
and you completed
It's
them all.
true.
You guys.
And the change in mindset. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
we
So when I
stopped being victims
right,
Mm-hmm.
and started being young women.
you took power. You took charge of your own power. You found your voice. I mean, there was times where I realized. I remember in the very beginning, you both did not have that voice. I'm like, well, you gonna stay in this position until you speak up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Oh
was
my
my.
God, yeah. I had that the worst with that mess with my mom.
Mm-hmm. And now look at your relationship.
I know, because child, it was so liberating when I finally said what I needed to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even disrespectful. I just was honest.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
now she's one of my best friends.
She
see,
one of your, you one of her little friends now.
I'm one of her little friends. I ain't even her broke best friend. I'm the best friend with a job.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what I want to say is thank you to you both because this was something that I have been wanting to do for the longest. Because you guys, you literally made me the coach. You know, I had the title of coach, and I had a client maybe then that I had worked with on and off, and she seems to be doing well now. But it was hard with working with her, but she's doing good now. She didn't go through the whole process with me because every now and then she would fall off, but she found her way. She seems to have
Mm-hmm.
I haven't communicated with her in a while. See her on Instagram, but she seems that she's found her way. But you guys literally pulled it out of me and made me stand in what it is I believed in. And it helped me because I'm being honest with you, with her, I had printout sheets. I had some like almost, it wasn't a book, but I had some sheets that I was going to go by and something said, throw that damn book away.
Just throw it out.
I ain't got it didn't feel right. It just did not
Mm-hmm.
feel right. I was not I can't do this by the book. It's just not working.
Mm-hmm.
I had something that said stop and listen to them. And so the coaching, the master class that I just went through, because I've already was licensed as a coach, I'm certified through the school that I'm part of. But the second one I went through, I didn't even realize myself, which was a lot of people don't understand. Even just because you're a coach does not mean you don't still have healing to do.
Baby,
Mm-hmm.
a coach need a coach.
Girl.
A therapist need a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I didn't even mean to interrupt you, but that's a lot. That is one of the things that being a coach is difficult with, because a lot of people, especially in the African American black ass bald head community, is that they believe, they always say, I don't want no life coach because your life ain't together. And let me tell you
Right.
something. The goal is not for my life to be together, but the goal is to continue growing and evolving and changing. And I am a unbiased opinion person and ear to talk to. You're not basing your healing on the steps of my life. I am a human being. I'm never going to get it together 100%. Do
Right.
you want some unbiased help with your crazy, untogether bald head ass? Or do you want to continue to be stuck in the pain,
Right.
in your
Mm-hmm.
trauma, and stuck in your hurt? Because
Mhm.
believe it or not, you may say, oh, you're not married, or you may say, I ain't got this, or I don't have that. But guess what? I'm not walking around this bitch hurt.
Right.
You're hurt, bae. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce. We're two different bitches.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
So I don't know why that ignited me, but because that's a
Hey,
really big thing as a
It
coach.
is.
Like people like to say, like, oh, you don't got XYZ. Maybe you people don't even know what they're talking about. But a lot of the things that I hear, or the trials and tribulations that I had when I was becoming a coach, was you ain't even got your life together. You 30 years old. What you talking about? Girl, I look better on paper than you do in person.
Period. And you don't know my life.
And you don't know my life, and the things that you are privy to is social media. Social
Right.
media is such a guise. You have no idea what it
mhm.
is or how a person really is. And so it was like, when you say we were like your first people that you really could step into, is because we didn't have any qualms about getting the help. We were ready to get the help. And I think that's also one of the biggest things I learned about being a coach as well, is that you can say you can help a million people, but if the person doesn't come to you ready and willing, that was the difference between Ebony and I and other people. We were in this group, we knew we was trying to make some changes, but somebody offered us some free coaching and we took that shit. And
Yep.
even though we gave her a hard time in the beginning, or as time went on and we fought and we bucked and we didn't want to do, we still did it because it was our initiative to find
Mm-hmm.
somebody to help us get through it.
Yep.
And that's
So
what it takes.
it was like it was something that we had to decide, and we just happened to bet on ourselves with the
Mm-hmm.
perfect with the
Yes, you
perfect
did.
person.
Mm-hmm.
You
We
did.
decided to bet on ourselves with the perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the end of this live. We can go home now.
I'm through.
We ain't got no more to say. So, Jazz is a coach.
Mhm.
Jazz, give us a rundown of tell us where you can be found and everything. So,
You can go to goddesslangconsulting.com, and that's my website. I am Goddess Slang Consultant on Instagram, but my personal is author Jasmine Jackson. Um, but right now, every Saturday for the month of October, I am having a retreat. We meet every Sunday at 5 p.m. It's very powerful. It's been very transformative. It's my first real retreat. And Mel was our guest speaker last week, and we bust that shit down together. And everybody that is on there just reminds me and Ebony. They're just at a point where they don't
Mm-hmm.
care about what they're sharing. They're not afraid to own their stuff. And it doesn't matter if it's five of us on there. I'm out here giving my all, and I'm being obedient.
Mm-hmm.
So meet me there, y'all.
if you if
Or
you
just
if you
or just book you a session online and Goddess Land Consultant.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. You know,
Or whatever.
do what works for you.
I'll be tagging their names in here so you can also inbox Jazz if you want to contact her. She's over in the GA area. So,
Yes.
live
They're
and in
gonna
living color.
they're
So,
gonna look
You
at this
only
and
in
say, "Who
hold on, wait a minute. Woo, back up.
ghetto?"
You only in Georgia?
only in Georgia.
Period, friend. I'm in Florida.
Okay, what you doing? What you doing next week?
Girl, I'm in listen, we'll
Where you
talk
been?
we'll talk after.
All right.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay, so my other coach over here, even though she ain't a coach, but she a coach. I don't care what nobody say. She got her babies on. She had babies on the ship she was coaching.
I still have to coach them. Listen,
She's still coaching them. So she's not literally a coach, but she's a coach. That's why when I labeled this session, I call it the coaches, because what can I say in ending this? And really quick, you guys, of the things everything that you've learned and had to do in all of your sessions with me, what did you carry over with you with your own clients and your own people that you coached and talked to?
can I go?
Go ahead, girl.
It's crazy that you asked this question because I was going to bring it up earlier,
but
something told me to wait because I felt like you was going to bring it back.
And I did.
Some of the things that you did with me, I do with my Navy babies. Some of those things I do with my own kids, but my kids, what's crazy is my own kids don't worry me as much as my Navy children. So I do a lot of like, okay, and so what did that do for you? Okay, so now that you got that out, like what do you want to do next? You know, I definitely have taken more of a walk with you approach instead of being like, okay, well, what you need to do is blah, blah, blah. I mean, at some situations, I still do that because if I know that I know this is what's going to get you to the positive point, I'm just going to tell you what to do. Now, whatever you do with that advice, it's on you. Don't come crying to me when you take your own way and it don't work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you do that, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I love you, but remember, I just told you. What did I say? Like I always go back, and I'm like, well, what did I just tell you? What did I tell you 3 days ago? And I'd be like, no, I want to hear you say it. Like, open your mouth and say it, so you can hear what you're saying, and then you'd be like, oh shit.
That's good. That's good.
So I do that a lot. Like honestly, I have been started doing that probably 2-3 years while I was on the boat. Actually, I started doing that, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. It was so subconscious that it just started coming to me like naturally. So I will say I carried that, and I feel like, especially in the Navy, we have such a bad environment right now for trash leadership. Leadership in the Navy is not at its best right now, and that's just what it is. So, and you know, we have different generations of people coming into the military. These kids, they kids to me now. They kids. It's crazy to say that. I came in a kid. Now I'm looking at kids. You know, so I'm like, okay. So the thing that I feel like my responsibility now is to be the leader that they need.
That's good. That's real good.
So I carry that. I carry a lot of things that I do. I definitely carried from you, and it works. Sometimes they just be like, "Oh, that's all right, Y2. Like, all right, well, we'll talk. New subject. All right."
There you go, Jazz.
I'm gonna get your ass some homework.
Period. I'm with it.
You and Mel right now in the retreat. Don't they got homework every week?
They got homework every week. They got homework every week.
Dang.
You got 5 weeks. 5 weeks to fix your mind. You need to do some shit on your off time. Not gonna. One thing that I have taken is that to change your life, you have to do things that you would never normally do.
Yeah.
And the things that you normally would do have to be assigned to you. Because if you knew what to do, you wouldn't need coaching.
Yeah. Facts.
So I walk with you through the journey, but you're definitely gonna have homework because I don't think that. So like, if I were to say what I had preferred, I prefer coaching, not as a coach, but I mean even as a client.
Yeah.
Therapy is nice, you get it out, but I don't feel like you work through the things that you're supposed to work through. Because what I found out being a therapist is that you're not supposed to lead them to the bigger picture. And bitch,
Right.
I need to lead you to the bigger picture because you're never gonna get it because you're not in the mindset to get it. So
Right.
why
Right.
am I wasting all this damn time talking to you about your little cousin Pookie and them? And it's not about Pookie and them.
Not
Stop
Pookie.
poking now.
Not Pookie.
So I like to give homework because I like to give people a chance
Take
to
him.
have a interpersonal and personal um a part of the journey. I want them to have a real experience and have a real part in change. Because, for example, if me and Ebony did not do the homework and didn't get to experience the change, we would not be where we are today because we wouldn't still get the lesson. If, like, for example, now teachers don't take homework, right? Teachers don't, I
Right.
mean, they give homework, but it's not graded. The homework is for them to learn or to
Mhm.
practice. If I don't give anybody anything to practice, then what are they going to learn?
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm giving your ass some homework.
All right. All right then. We have had a full hour. We're over about 15, 16 minutes. So, but you guys, I want to say thank you for coming on. This normally I'm over about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm done. Y'all already know how sessions were. I want to say thank you for coming on, and hopefully we can do it. I'm pretty sure we will be doing another session, but we'll try to pick a topic on it
Mhm.
and make it really good because I want you guys to jump in and give some information, give some advice, share your knowledge and everything. But as for today, we are a done deal. I love you both. I thank you
Love
both.
you.
Love you too.
I wish you guys all thank you all for coming on, viewing us. Those of you who came on, those of you who see it afterwards. If you are looking for me, I will give you my information on the page when I post it. I'll give you all the information to check out, Jazz as well. So, with that being said, we're going to end this session. I love you all and be blessed. Let me end this.